What's the term? Certainly very strong language here out of that commentary on Xinhua News Agency on the weekend. Now, obviously there are two facets to this. Obviously, first is, China's exposure to U.S. debt. The second is, of course, they're taking this, I guess, opportunity to further their interests here. The message here is that they think the U.S. is being reckless because they're allowing their domestic issues to impact the rest of the world, obviously putting in jeopardy a lot of these dollar investments of a lot of other countries, not only China. Obviously, in their case, they have the most at stake here, $3.5 trillion invested in dollar-denominated assets. So at least as far as that's concerned, they say the world needs a new reserve currency. And they're saying that now, obviously, you're seeing a lot of debate at this point, that it's a good time for the world to sort of rethink and reconsider what the future should look like, and as you mentioned, how it can build a de-Americanized world. Now, obviously, currency is one part. It's not the only part. Another part is, we all know China wants to have at least more say in global affairs. So, for example, they're saying the U.S. has to respect more the sovereignty of other countries, not to meddle into the domestic issues of other countries. Plus, of course, in their case, they also want a bigger say in bodies like the IMF, the World Bank, for example.
Yeah, so maybe being opportunistic. Let's promote the use of the renminbi. But how can you do that when this currency isn't even fully convertible yet? It's not like I can just trade the renminbi into any currency I want.
Right. I mean, certainly they do have a lot of domestic issues that they have to put their house in order before.
Yeah, just a few domestic issues.
Well, one of it is to make it fully convertible. Certainly a very big one. Liberalizing interest rates also comes hand in hand with making your currency fully convertible. I mean, they're doing a lot right now. They're obviously right now in the middle of, say, increasing the number of uses as far as trade is concerned.
Swap deals with the use of the yuan. That was just announced last week with the ECB, which is a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Obviously increases the supply of renminbi out there. The next step is, we talked about this about 2 or 3 years ago, where you would want to, say, increase the options for investment in yuan-denominated assets. And obviously after that, then you move on to becoming a reserve currency.
Right, right. Well, that's still a few years away, I'm sure. Oh. Okay. David, thank you for that. Yeah, nodding, saying, of course.